Within our lives, certain habits, perhaps unbeknownst to us, may be acting as barriers to our divine connection with God. God is a pure cosmic energy, and to attune ourselves to His energy, we must consciously direct our energy toward Him through the right channels. It's crucial to understand that negative habits or disruptive energies can create interference, disrupting the harmonious signal between us and God. In nurturing our spiritual path, we strive to purify our energies, fostering a clearer and more resonant connection with the divine presence. This message serves as a gentle reminder for you. It's time to shine a light on these shadows and find our way back to a peaceful and flourishing spiritual connection. First deadly habit: neglecting reflection and prayer. It is believed that self-reflection and prayer foster humility, repentance, and self-awareness, qualities considered important for spiritual growth and maintaining a connection with God. It allows individuals to assess their alignment with their moral values and make necessary adjustments. Self-reflection and prayer are pathways to receiving guidance from a higher power. The lack of these practices might be seen as a missed opportunity for seeking divine direction in your life. Self-reflection is the examination of your actions, thoughts, and intentions in light of moral and ethical principles. Without regular self-reflection, you may become less confirmed to your moral compass, potentially leading to behavior that is not in alignment with your spiritual values. Prayer often includes expressions of gratitude, acknowledgement of blessings, and a sense of connection with the divine. The absence of prayer might contribute to a diminished awareness of the positive aspects of life and a reduced sense of connection to a higher power. Improving your connection to a higher power through prayer and self-reflection, as well as enhancing your spiritual life, involves adopting practices that align with your beliefs and values. Integrate mindfulness meditation into your routine. This practice can help you become more present, calm your mind, and create space for spiritual reflection. You should live out your spiritual values through acts of kindness and compassion. Cultivate a mindset of gratitude. Regularly acknowledge and appreciate the blessings in your life, both big and small. Appreciate the universe, and the universe will appreciate you. The connection with a higher power is a dynamic and transformative relationship that requires effort, dedication, and a genuine commitment to spiritual practices. The connection with God is something to be earned through intentional and purposeful actions. The key to earning this connection lies in the consistent engagement with various practices that foster spiritual growth and alignment with divine principles. Second deadly habit: allowing negative influences. We as humans have a limited amount of energy that influences various aspects of our lives. The concept of finite energy is often used metaphorically to describe our emotional, mental, and physical capacities. When we allow negative influences into our lives, these forces can deplete our limited energy reserves, leaving us with less to invest in our connection with God. Recognizing the finite nature of our energy means being mindful of the influences we allow into our lives. Making choices to minimize negative influences and prioritize positive, uplifting experiences can help preserve and channel our energy towards spiritual growth, fostering a deeper connection with a higher power. Negative influences come in various forms, be it the chatter of gossip, toxic relationships, or stressful environments. Your soul is like a sponge, absorbing and mimicking the energy you surround yourself with. Constant exposure to negativity can lead to mental exhaustion. Choosing your company wisely is not merely a social virtue, it is a spiritual necessity. The energy exchanged in your interactions can either uplift your soul or weigh it down. When we surround ourselves with negativity, we create a barrier between ourselves and the divine light. When your mind is preoccupied with stress, worry, or negativity, it becomes challenging to focus on spiritual practices. A mindset saturated with negative influences may hinder the cultivation of gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude is a powerful spiritual practice, and when energy is invested in negativity, there may be less room for acknowledging and being thankful for the positive aspects of life. Negative influences also often strain interpersonal relationships. The emotional and relational energy spent on managing conflicts or navigating toxic dynamics may detract from the positive connections that support spiritual growth. Third deadly habit, engaging in dishonesty and deception. Think about your relationship with God as you would with a close friend or mentor. Trust is crucial in any relationship, and honesty forms the bedrock of that trust. When we engage in deception or dishonesty, it's like introducing cracks into the foundation of our relationship with the divine. It weakens the trust we have in God, and perhaps more significantly, it interferes with our ability to trust in God's guidance and wisdom. In a genuine relationship, there's often a sense of openness. We share our thoughts, fears, and hopes, and we seek guidance. When we're dishonest, we're essentially hiding parts of ourselves. This lack of transparency inhibits our ability to reflect honestly on our actions and seek accountability for our choices. In a spiritual context, self-reflection and accountability are essential for growth, and dishonesty hinders this process. When we profess faith and devotion but engage in deceptive practices, there's a clear disconnect between our spiritual beliefs and our behavior. This discord can create inner conflict and a sense of spiritual dissonance. In any relationship, communication is vital. Prayer is our way of communicating with God. When we're deceptive, it's like trying to maintain a heartfelt conversation while holding back important information. It disrupts the flow of communication. Authentic and sincere prayer involves laying bare our thoughts and feelings, and dishonesty can hinder the depth and authenticity of these conversations with God. Engaging in deception often brings feelings of guilt and shame. These emotions can act as barriers, creating a perceived distance between us and God. It's like feeling estranged from a friend after a breach of trust. Over time, this sense of distance can impact our willingness to engage in spiritual practices and can even lead to a weakening of our connection with God. In essence, honesty in our relationship with God is not just a moral imperative, it's a way of nurturing and preserving the depth and authenticity of our connection. When we're open, transparent, and truthful, we create a fertile ground for spiritual growth and a more meaningful journey with the divine. Fourth deadly habit, succumbing to materialism and greed. When we become fixated on accumulating wealth and possessions, it's easy to get caught up in a cycle of always wanting more. This pursuit can distract us from the core spiritual values that many belief systems emphasize: compassion, kindness, humility, and selflessness. The more we focus on acquiring material wealth, the more we may lose sight of these foundational principles. Our priorities tend to shape the way we live our lives. When material pursuits become the primary focus, it often means other important aspects, like nurturing relationships, helping others, or even spending time in prayer and reflection, can take a back seat. It's like the pursuit of material success starts dictating our priorities, and that shift can lead us away from the spiritual path. There's this illusion that material wealth brings a sense of security and happiness. While financial stability is important, relying solely on material possessions for security can be precarious. It's like building our foundation on something that's transient and subject to change. True security, from a spiritual perspective, often comes from a deeper connection with God and a trust in divine providence. It's not about demonizing success or wealth, it's about finding a balance. We should be recognizing that material success, when aligned with spiritual values, can be a tool for positive change rather than an end in itself. The challenge lies in navigating the material world while keeping our spiritual compass intact. It's about being mindful of the allure of materialism, understanding its limitations, and consciously choosing a path that aligns with our deeper spiritual aspirations. This way we can foster a connection with God that goes beyond the transient allure of material wealth. Fifth deadly habit, lack of compassion. Understanding and empathy are like a fog which makes it hard to connect with others. Compassion, on the other hand, is like a gentle breeze that brings kindness and understanding. Without compassion, it's like closing the windows of our souls, denying ourselves the healing connection to greater things. Not only that, we will also miss out on this opportunity that connects us with greater things. In the absence of compassion, we fail to understand others' emotions. To achieve a sense of fulfillment in one's journey, practicing kindness, understanding, and empathy is very important. It acts as a bridge that links our hearts to a divine presence within and around us by fostering a sense of unity. And if we lack compassion, our interactions become cold and lack the warmth that is needed for genuine connections. It's like taking care of a garden without necessary care like water and sunlight. In the same way, emotions such as love, understanding, and harmony fade away into the unpleasant ground. Also, compassion goes beyond sympathy. It's an understanding that each person is on a unique journey, facing their challenges. To put it in simple words, it's suffering together, and when we ignore others' struggles or ignore their pain, it distances us from being interconnected to each other. Broadly speaking, it's an emotion that weaves us into this fabric, creating a harmonious pattern resonating with a divine melody. When we show kindness to others and try to understand them, we not only strengthen our bond with them, but also with the divine. It is because kindness and empathy are considered divine qualities that can bring us closer to the divine. When we act kindly towards others, we spread positivity and love, which in turn attracts positive energy towards us. Similarly, when we try to understand others, we broaden our perspective and become more compassionate towards them. This helps us connect with the divine as we start seeing the divine in everything and everyone around us. So practicing kindness and empathy can help us strengthen our spiritual connection with the divine. And this is how compassion helps us go beyond ourselves, recognizing the shared essence that connects us with the divine in every being. May our journey be filled with the blossoms of compassion, creating a fragrant and vibrant environment reflecting the divine love within us. Let's be aware of how our compassion can impact others, fostering connections that radiate with the divine light of understanding and love. Sixth deadly habit, failing to forgive. Apart from understanding and empathy, we also have to learn to forgive to keep our relationship compassionate. Whenever we refuse to forgive, we also carry a heavy load within ourselves that negatively impacts on our journey, blocking our path to personal growth. Forgiveness acts as a soothing remedy for emotional wounds, serving as a key to releasing the resentment and bitterness that we had burning deep down in our thoughts and minds. When we struggle to forgive, we're essentially trapping ourselves in a prison of grudges. It distances us from the positive influences that can uplift our moods and energy. Forgiving is not just a kindness we offer to others, it's an important gift to ourselves that we give. Being clingy to grievances will always keep us confined to the past, making it difficult to move forward in our lives. It's like trying to sail ahead with an anchor, firmly stuck in the sea bottom. In this way, it delays our progress, and our journey is filled with heavy burdens and unresolved conflicts. Other than that, forgiveness serves as a bridge to our inner compassion, helping us to let go of negative emotions and giving space for positive emotions like understanding and compassion. When we hold back forgiveness, we deny ourselves the cleansing rain that can nurture our spiritual growth. In our life journey, it's essential to recognize the transformative strength inherent in forgiveness. It doesn't mean approving of wrongdoing, but rather freeing ourselves from the chains that tie us to past pain. Forgiving is also a step toward a higher understanding, a gesture that reflects the unconditional love and mercy that come from a divine source. So let the winds of compassion blow away the dust of grievances, enabling our hearts to feel lighter and allowing our connection with the divine to be unburdened. As we forgive, we make room for the divine light to shine brightly within us, guiding us on the path to fulfillment. Seventh deadly habit, disregarding self-care and discipline. Not taking care of yourself and being undisciplined is like letting the fire inside you weaken because you're not paying enough attention. Your inner self, like a garden, needs a lot of care to stop it from becoming messy and neglected. The core of who you are, where your special essence is, needs you to be disciplined and gentle to keep a special and peaceful feeling. We often take self-care as a luxury, but it is a responsibility. If our well-being, whether physically, emotionally, or mentally, is ignored, it can disrupt the harmony needed for a strong connection with the divine. In other words, neglecting healthy habits is similar to forgetting to water a garden. When we ignore the things that support our overall well-being, our spiritual essence can fade away, just like a garden drooping when it's not taken care of. In this way, discipline acts as a compass, keeping us on the right track in our journey. It guides us through challenges, ensuring we stay aligned with our divine purpose. In the absence of discipline, there's a high chance that we might get sidetracked by distractions and forget where we're supposed to be going. So let's honor the temple of our being through mindful self-care and discipline. For that, simple practices like meditation, prayer, and maintaining a balanced lifestyle can strengthen the walls of our sanctuary. By incorporating these habits into our daily lives, we create a space where the divine presence can flourish. Taking care of ourselves is a way of showing respect for the life inside us, helping us build a strong and lively connection that aligns with the natural flow of the universe. Your spiritual journey unfolds as a sacred pathway, each step guiding you toward a profound connection with the divine, often referred to as the higher power or God. In the words of Einstein, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed from one form to another. It's essential to recognize that we are recipients of energy from the vast universe, and how we align this energy significantly influences our communion with God. As we conclude this insightful exploration of habits that can affect our connection with the divine, we invite you, our cherished audience, to share your thoughts and experiences. Have you encountered similar challenges in your spiritual journey? What practices or habits have you found helpful in nurturing your connection with the divine? Feel free to comment below and engage in a community of like-minded individuals seeking spiritual growth. Thank you for joining us on this voyage of reflection and exploration. May your path be illuminated with the light of understanding, compassion, and a deep connection with the divine.